Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So about a month ago I made a video where I unboxed a battery for this MacBook and I promised in a month I'd make an update. So I'm going to be doing that in this video along with unboxing a couple packages. So I'll start off with the MacBook Pro. So I'm going to open it up here. I have it in sleep mode and it's coming off of a full charge, but that was a couple days ago, so the battery has drained to 80% it looks like. And I'm going to see if I can get the focus to work on the screen. Not really. Good enough, I suppose. So this computer, of course, I got off eBay for like $36 and the video card was dead. But I fixed that and then I restored it a little bit and it's in working order now. So the operating system is OS 10.8, I believe I put on here. Yeah, 10.8.5. And then it's the 2.6 gigahertz rather, Core 2 Duo. And then 4 gigs of RAM. I did end up getting 4 gigs of RAM working in here, and then it died shortly after, or well, the RAM stopped working. And then my boss gave me a 2 gig module that I put together with another 2 gig module and, of course, 4 gigs. So I got that working, and the battery, under power, we can see that the battery has a cycle count of 7, normal condition, blah, blah, blah. So the battery in this, it lasts a decent while. I'd say I would be able to use the machine for probably 2.5 hours straight if I wanted to. The sleep time is quite a bit better, of course. It's probably 2, maybe 1.5 weeks. So decent. Battery's doing okay, and the battery hasn't begun bulging yet. And I say yet because it probably will do that. If we look here, you can see it's flush with the bottom of the MacBook. And of course the finish doesn't really match. I think I talked about that in the previous video. But I guess the only main issue right now, at least with this computer, is the fan. So if I hold it up to the camera, and I couldn't really hear that too well even, so I'm going to rub the fans up to 4,200 RPM, which is kind of one of the places I keep them at sometimes. So you can hear the fans, of course, and the reason I point that out is because the right fan, so the one that is closer to the video card on this computer, it seems to be having an issue, and of course it's not showing it in video because it's like having a car with problems. When the technician asks you to show the problem goes away. But the right side fan, it seems to be having more bearing issues. I believe I talked about how I thought the bearings were failing, and when I move the laptop, sometimes you can hear the fan kind of not being too happy about that. So yeah, that's kind of the only issue with this. Unfortunately, I don't really feel comfortable using it if the fan is like that. I mean, I guess if it gets worse, then I'll really stop using it. But yeah, I do kind of see where this computer is a bit faster than the MacBook Air even, and would I switch over to this as my kind of daily driver laptop? I might actually do that. I'm not too sure right now, but yeah. So the SSD in here, by the way, is going to go into my server. That's going to be one of the next videos. I'm still working on that. It took like a week and a half for everything to get here, even though half of it was ordered with Amazon Prime, so I should have gotten 2-day shipping, but I didn't. Don't know why. Not happy about that, but whatever. It is what it is. So, yeah, speaking of Amazon things, this isn't what I was talking about server-wise, but I have a couple iPhone camera things. So, of course, I use my iPhone as my camera for these videos because I don't really have anything better right now. And basically what this is a not homemade tripod mount for it, so I'm gonna obviously put the phone in here. And then this is a ND filter kit, and what I'm gonna use that for, of course, is increasing the quality of the videos because there's a lot of grain in them, and at least from what I can tell, see where an ND filter could help. So I don't have a knife in the vicinity of me, so I'm going to take this large flathead screwdriver. I called this a flathead. That's not a flathead. I'm disappointed in myself for that one. But I'm going to kind of open the packaging with it. So there's actually quite a few things in here. So I'll just set the big bag holding everything aside. So this is a Zomi, I think that is how you pronounce that, universal clip filter, and I'm not sure which one this specifically is, but if we go ahead and open, well, we have to cut the tape first. So I'll just jam my giant screwdriver into the side of the box and kind of score along that so we can open it. If we do that, you can see that there is indeed more tape. And this stuff I can just get with my fingernails, which is fun because it went under my fingernail and that was kind of painful, as I'm sure we all know. And it happened with the other side too, that's fun. So yeah, if I open this up and try not to drop this, you can see we have this filter here, and it's actually metal. This is metal construction, it looks like, and so if we put that over the lens, you can see it looks like that. So kind of weird, and I'm just going to go ahead and set that back in its box and kind of twist it because it has threading on it that bites into the foam. So if I close that and then open the next one, we can see that there is indeed another lens in here. Again, metal, so that's cool. And if we put that over the camera, that's what it looks like, and I imagine it's going to look a lot better when I have it actually clipped on the thing. And these, I'm not really sure how to describe what an ND filter does because I'm not really too knowledgeable about that stuff. But if you know a decent amount about photography, then you probably understand what that does. And I think it helps improve the quality of the video. At least that's what I can see. So I bought a cheap kit. I believe that was $22. That is if you can hear me over the crumpling plastic. So the last thing is this clip mount thing here, and so you can see obviously it clips onto the phone, the camera sticks in there, and it just looks like that. So it's like that kind of, you know. So simple enough, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and pop one of the lenses out and do that. So you can see it just kind of, wait, is that threaded? Yeah, that's threaded, okay. So you can see if I can line that up, I think this is why it's not going on. Yeah, if we do that and it, yeah, so this you can see it, I'm not holding it in frame. The camera gonna focus. You can see it has that twist thing going on there. I'm not sure how that works with this, so we'll have to kind of play around with it. So the other thing, of course, is the tripod mount for my iPhone, so I don't have to use my homemade one anymore, which is kind of falling apart. So I'm going to use my trusty flathead again to open that. And here it is. So it has a thing that you lift up, and there, it's spring-loaded. So the quality on this is not like the world's greatest, of course, but it certainly isn't the world's worst. So now I will go ahead and put this in the mount, and it's kind of hard to do when I'm holding the phone. There we go. So I have a nice, well, I have a much larger place to work because and that's just me polishing the lens that won't focus. There we go. I have a lot more of a space to work with because the tripod mount here blocks a lot of the screen, so that's nice. And while I'm doing that, I will go ahead and clip on one of the filters, and you can see that it actually doesn't make a huge difference, but I think it's supposed to help with lighting. So if I carry my happy light, which isn't plugged in, never mind, that's not going to work at all. So yeah, you can see the difference there. So lens, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to screw this piece that came with the iPhone mount into this because I don't think I will be using it for anything. So I'll just set that all aside. So the last thing I want to unbox is in this tube, and I will go ahead and pull this tape here. And if we open this, there's something inside there. And if I try not to bend it, because I've never taken a poster out of one of these before. So you can see here we have a PowerBook G4 poster. It's a 17-inch PowerBook poster, and it's sitting on my bed, of course, because it's too big for the desk. So the world's first 17-inch notebook, the new PowerBook G4. Actual size, apparently. Now you see it, now you don't. This is going to be hanging in my new office. I'll probably be moved into there by summer, so that's pretty cool. And pardon the shaky footage, but I'm going to compare this to the size of my MacBook Pro we looked at in the last video. Actually, no, it was earlier in this video. But you can see quite a bit bigger than the 15-inch notebook. So that's pretty cool. Something I didn't say about this machine is I do love the design of it. I'm a huge fan of that look. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. Don't think I have anything else to show. So on that note, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.